Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back once again to Anno 117 Pax Romana, and we continue right away with trading, to be more specific, trading with Albion and starting global trade, as I would like to call it. For this, let's add a couple more, actually two more trade ships that we're gonna need to increase also our volume. I think one we have available somewhere here. By the way, I still have lots of reinforced concrete. Concrete. Reinforced concrete is a bit later. And get this over. This was here because we were overflowing with storage. And now I can use that to push my roads. And in this episode, I really would like to connect now my two cities that we have. Just like we connected now my city with water and endless flowing water. Beautiful that is. And for this reason, we want to continue with the expansion now for my tier 3 population. What do they have? Bathhouses they have. Yeah, well, they do like some certain things that you get in Albion, like Bruges and cheese. And my people love some cheese. We do have 155 workforce. I would like to push a bit more to the tier 2 because we need to build a few more of my oil presses, right? Since we will export this now. Let's have the next one here. And, oh no, actually, wait a second. We are already boosting most of the things here. Here I could actually use it because this area is not yet used with it. So let's actually try and squeeze all of this. This is kind of like an artisan road here, right? Just by the river. I kind of like it, the way it looks right now. And we're just gonna push all of this. There is learning and money again. There is my watchtower. This one's actually tiny, so we could have it over there. Can we squeeze it in? Perfect. Getting this one with the next health boost that I want to use. Health boost we are also using right now in the research. That's the sanitary measures coming along in 14 minutes. And this will then once again push the health output of every one of my Medici that I have in my town. This is not possible anymore. And with that, get the olives flowing. How much olive do we have now? How much olive oil? This can't be right. What? We're having a surplus production of 9 tons of olive right now? My population basically needs no olive. Like, let's go to Verulamium, my Celtic town. It's not even a ton over there. Oh, a vastly overestimated my production or consumption, I should say. That's great. That's absolutely fine. So we can actually implement this trade route already. So that means we can also go ahead with not needing that much more workforce, right? In Firmium. I'm still going to, of course, add a bunch more. We used a lot now for my farms. So I think happiness-wise, oh yeah. And population-wise, this gives a nice population boost to the whole area over there. And I might also use a service here or there to push some of that. Oh, all of this costs me workforce. Okay, so I'm not gonna do that. Just gonna have the tavern here. Because with the bit of plebeian workforce that is coming in now, by the way, we could boost them with some other service perhaps. I think the sanctuary, no, neither the sanctuary nor the grammaticus actually do it. So I need to add some food, like a porridge, for example. This is something I could do right away. The porridge is super easy to produce, and it actually boosts 2 of my tiers to the next level. We need 4 porridge stands, and with that 4 oat farms. That is something we can probably still give this city here. So I'm gonna have them over here. Let's just see how we can spread them out. Of course, the idea could also be then to, use another island for all of these agricultural things, where we then have a goddess that is just specifically there for farming, right? Because of course we also don't want to have a farm god in our capital forever. So that's 4. That's already more than we need. And then we have the porridge stand. They don't need to be in the city. So we're just going to keep them out here. And have all of this. The charcoal burner still working. Very good. Get the porridge going. Get the workforce going. Let's start with the resin production now that we have over here. Because I really would like to get the amphoras going now. And the Celts also want that. And of course, Veneta needs it. And we got 3 tons of total demand already in Veneta. And not even a ton in Verulamium. So My double V's, by the way. So my capitals. Even though Valerium is a much more beautiful name than Villeta, I'm still gonna keep it now. People would be way too confused. Let's have a look. We do need 5 resin tappers. That is the idea. Let's just see. This is 100%. This is 100%. I guess if I build the road, I'm gonna lose a bit of it. Then we have the next ones over here. Close to my city over there. With one here. Very good. 100% both of them. Let's hope it stays that way when we build it. Another bridge. And then I'm gonna make a nice curved road all the way up here. For my resin tapper number 5. And it looks like we could squeeze in 2 here again as well. Let's actually build them. 1, 2. Then we got 4. Right, we still have the workforce. And then number 5. Okay, some attacking here. Oh, my trade ship is under attack, in fact. And here, this was destroyed. I didn't even notice that. Let's repair all of this and get the fleet rolling. I might actually send this one in here and quickly build me a defense tower here. And here. Perhaps they're less likely to attack then. Guess we're gonna need to... Oh wow, that's a lot. 4 pirate ships already. Coming in here right now. I will have to use all of my ships. Including my flagship. Let's get them over there. We might still lose the trade ship there. Come on, fire. You can do it. There you go. The first harbor defenses in action. Super happy about this. And they're doing some damage. Yeah, absolutely. There's my fleet coming in from the other side now. Sank the first ship. Let's use my trade ship to pick up some loot here. Some sails. Alright, coming along. It's fast, but we should be able to take it down. There it's down. Very good. Next ship down. Bear in mind, these are only tier 1 and tier 2 ships that we have so far. It's gonna be some better attack. And you can also equip captains and specialists on them. I'm gonna change them again a bit. Alright, I will need to add a repair crane here. It's actually really expensive, but it's worth it to have a bunch of them. It needs to look like this, really. Okay. That could make sense. Let's keep that ship here and just resume trading once we finished with it. Okay, also my first trade ship is coming out now. Festival, where? In Firmium. Add a random specialist for 5,000. Let's take this one. Physician, that sounds promising. Health boost for a specialist, yeah. So I could use my Officium, like here, and get me that health boost, which we, yeah, could use. There's my ship. Tier 2 trade ship, once again, the Mercator, out it comes. And it's time to finally implement that trade route between my 2 main cities. And we do have Verulamium, and in Latium we have now Veneta. And once again, you need to decide then the entry point. And as we can see, the Albion region is to the west of where we are, right? So I'm trying to kind of like pass my island here so that we can use it as a defensive point. Yeah, Sarah Nito, if we're ever at war with her, this will be problematic. You can even zoom in now on the maps, which is really cool. And we can see though that her harbor is on the other side of the island, right? So it should be fine to move here. Shouldn't be any interference really beside the pirates. There they are already. All right, and in Albion, we're having a very good straight line from here. And we're just passing by Whitecliff. So Procurator Corvinus, he's neutral, so he's not going to be a threat to us. However, the harbor area is on the other side of the island, so this takes a bit longer. Shouldn't be a big problem though. Mercator. And we're gonna take in Vineta, we're gonna take the olive oil that we have. We got a lot of olive oil. I am contemplating if... No, we don't need 2 types, right? Because the consumption rate is 1 ton, 2 tons perhaps. And I think this can be faster than 25 minutes per turn. So I'm gonna keep it like that. Though in the Rolamium, we're gonna pick up then something that we're actually not really producing there just yet. Gonna be the brooches and then the cheese, or actually just add it later and go with the olive oil for now. And we're gonna unload this then in the Rolamium. And what we still need to do is, before this, first of all, we get the milestone here now, that we have the global trade. And I would really like to do this, and you can do this again, of course. Set a minimum stock, right? So I'm gonna set a minimum stock of, actually, let's make it high, 100. We already have 150 tons available. So that not more is traded. Oh, we have actually 150 tons already, the 100 tons deducted from it, so lots of oil we have. And this trade route just gets more complex now as it progresses. For now it's trading. And then it's on its way. I'm also gonna send 3 of my warships already somewhere here to start protecting this central area. To protect my ships from any kind of raiders. This one's been repaired again, so we can activate the trade route. And I'm also going to send 2 of my warships now over here to also start protecting this channel towards Firmium that we definitely will need to do. We can see there's a lot of them now on the map, right? Going around, always in pairs. So I'm also going to push a bunch more warships. 3 more, we're going to queue in. The research is finished. Sanitary measures. Yeah, we are having very good health and very good fire safety ratings now, honestly. So there's not that much to fear from that. Main problem now is happiness, in fact. Also didn't know this tag here was a thing. Drainage. We can drain the swamp in Albion to make room for more construction space. That's really cool. For now though, I'm gonna go over here and we're gonna put the encampment in. With this, we could invade. Next is the wall upkeep reduction, and then important to me is the attack speed bonus of the towers, making them a bit more powerful. And we need to build the barracks to unlock us this area then. Gonna add me also some more of my patrols. Across the city we have the building materials, luckily. Most of the city though is affected by patrols, so still gives me a nice booster. And then we can also use the watchtowers to further increase that. I think a tavern we do really have everywhere. So tavern shouldn't be the major problem. Oh, down here they need a tavern. Indeed. And a sanctuary might also be needed. We could have one here, because this would affect the whole upper district. I will, however, once again need to move a bunch of buildings around. So we're going to make this one into a higher density block again. And we're going to move... You know what? Let's just delete them. I'm going to move them down here. I really don't care about the tier 1 buildings all the time. And these guys here, we can move them down here. Just by the cistern. Oh boy, next trade attacks here. It's a lot of these. Where's my patrols? We have my patrols here. We might actually make them as an escort, honestly. And just escort my trade ship from now on. If it survives, that is. Doesn't look good for my trade ship. Okay, but they certainly will not dare to enter my defensive space here. Clean the scene again. We might do some pirate hunting here at some point. I really want to see this one here going down though. There you go. Nice. Okay, and these guys here, we can now set up patrols, of course, as well. And we just have then the patrol waypoints here, and then also extending all the way here. I think this could work great to protect the ships here. Perhaps they have something else than just sails with them. Ah, timber. Alright. Let's continue with some more upgrading again. We don't have that many tier 3 houses yet, so let's push them. It also gives you access to some more buildings. Especially here. Very good. And on top of that, let's have the roads upgraded, close to them. And of course, add some more ornaments then. I like to add some greenery to the scene now. Haven't used that. And what kind of paving tool we use? We could use this one. The dirt doesn't fit. This one would fit a bit more, I guess, for these buildings. Right. Gotta say, I really love how the city looks when you build all of that. And this is only tier 3, right? there's even better buildings coming. Beautiful. Yeah, you're getting this urban Roman feeling after a while, right? Oh, I will walk around in this town so long after recording. You will have to find me somewhere. Back to Albion, we have missions to fulfill. The thing is now the olive oil will be coming in. So now we need to work on the other things here if we want to continue upgrading them. So the Grammaticus and the Fanum would be another service building. And for that we also need bread and sausage. Or sausage, you don't need both of them. What is better? Income population or population happiness? We are dropping really low on the income. So we have a good income here already. So that means those people can pay taxes. And I'm gonna go with the bread. So the bread will of course require most likely more space again. We don't need any fertility for wheat. Wheat is one of those universal resources, as far as I know, that you can have anywhere. And I think I'm gonna use this area here for some farming. Right? Yeah. So we already have now the logging thing working. Let's make this a bit more chaotic. As this one goes towards the swamp. I mean, this is already pure chaos. And then I'm gonna add me another smaller town here along the main road. To get some basic workforce in. Very good. Now for the wheat farm you only need waiters, so there's no need to upgrade this town just yet. Let's keep that forest to the left intact, that we might need for something, and here we can then just have some of my wheat. Of course, once again, we could produce the wheat as well in Latium and get it over. I think there's no real advantage to this, so it should be the same for both of them. And we do need... I think it's not gonna be much, right? Bread, not even a ton at the moment. So... Oh, the ratio here is 1-1-1 for all of them. So, really, 2 wheat farms would already be fine for the whole thing for the moment. Oh, Okay, and then we just take this one. And I think with that, we are gonna be fine for a very long time in my Celtic area. By the way, we can purchase ships if I need something really quickly, like 5,000, that's fine. Get me a trade ship out of here with 3 slots, the Pentagon to the Widower. So now I guess we know why that ship is up for sale. And get this over here, because I'm gonna use more ships now with trade routes then as well. And where is my... So there's my oil leaving already. So yeah, we got oil in. Great thing. It gives me income, health and population out of my Mercatos. And then we got my trireme here. Then we're gonna push and get some tiles over. Not much though. And on top of that, I think we can upgrade our trading post to tier 2. And it all gets a Roman architecture. Because of course we have chosen the Roman path. Let's add some more here. Here. And here. We got lots of waiters, in fact. And we're gonna need those mercatos for the next production chains. And here probably. Very good. Unlocking us a few more things down the road. And let's also add some ornaments. These are Roman buildings, so I might actually also just add us some statue. Do we need a well? It's always raining here. Let's go ahead and get me a well. And I guess some... Oh, it's an olive tree, an Albionic pine tree, an Albionic oak tree. I like this. I like this a bit more. And some shrubbery or flower together with some kind of pavement. There you go. And now we can copy this one to the other courtyards. Oh no, not again. Those raiders are getting pesky. They're getting aggressive. It's my patrol they're actually attacking now. It's once again 2 of them. They started with 1, now it's always 2. We'll just see where this is going. The next warships are coming out. There we have it. It will accommodate now my patrols here. To fortify that side. And here we got 3 ships. And I'm also going to set them up for patrol. From here to here. Keep it small so they return to their post faster. And there's one coming in here right away. Okay, got the tiles. Let's have the grain farms. You know what? Let's just build all 4 of them because honestly it doesn't really matter. It's a bit of a cheap production there. And get me another trade route going. Can we add groups here again? We can add groups. Very good. So this is the group Latium now, where we're gonna move those. Move to new group. Gonna rename the new group to Latium, right? And then we got the new group here. That is the global. And then we're gonna add a new group that is now just for the trade between my Celtic settlements. The widower is gonna be this one, and we're gonna, of course, transport now the grain. I think 1 slot will be fine for this. And let's add this one here to a new group called Albion. Very good. Off it goes. And with that, we only now need a flour mill. And now this is interesting. Where do we need to have the flour mill? Anywhere. Perfect. Doesn't need a river. And I might... I don't care. As long as we're not losing a ship. Let's keep this one going. We need a smaller artisan district for these kind of things, right? Non-Buludi stuff. I might actually just add it here, close to my town, as it makes sense to me. Okay, also next upgrade for my walls. This is 1-to-1 again, so we really will not need that much of them, right? So we could probably calculate 4 right now. And then 4 bakeries. And oh yeah, the bakeries, they pose a threat though, because of their fire risk thing. So I'm not gonna spread them through the city, honestly. So perhaps 1 more over here then. There you go. For my income boost. Then we have the 3. And of course, fire safety is actually fine. But I'm still gonna go ahead and add me also a fire station here, close by. Very good. Bread production has started with all of that. And with that, we will get the bonuses shortly. And this only leads me then to the brooches or the soap. Either way, the soap we could actually also export or import into this area. Because there's no lavender. Or the brooches, I'm actually inclined to go with them. Tower upgrade, 10% more speed for my defensive towers. Very good. Let's stay a bit in the military branch here for the moment. And work on armor smithing. Because the weaponsmithing and then the armor smithing, look how fast it is. 1 minute it takes for us to finish. And we could also go for the protective entourage. Gives me morale bonus to my units. And the slingers we don't have. And infantry torching speed. I think that's important. And plated hulls, a new module for my ships. But we need to have at least 5 tons of armor in storage to unlock this one. Shipboard scorpions, a better weapon than just fire arrows, would be now this one here. Let's actually also go ahead for it for the next Generation of warships. The Emperor, he's not coming out to us that often. A famine has befallen the fields of the Empire and people are starving. We got a good reputation with him for now. I'm not producing sausages at this point, so I cannot go for this. I don't know if this is by default, that he requests good that I don't have, so that it increases the challenge. I'm not ready yet to push the sausage production, when not even the bread is working fully yet. Armor smithing, very good. And then it's time for 2 more service buildings in my capital. The first one is the Grammaticus, once again, very important, because of course we want to push the research. I could get this one a bit further over. It still has a fantastic range. Yeah, I want to do this. I want to really maximize my yield here for the research. And this gives me now 200 more learning. Very good. That we have. And then we have the Phantom. This is a Celtic specific building. A religious structure that gives me devotion and learning on top of that. I'm going to have me one over here. This actually makes a lot of sense over here, I think. Yeah, makes more sense in this area. And we have the hearth then looking away from it, like so. They're looking both in different directions. Very good. To also push some more knowledge. And this pushes me now to 1,000 knowledge. Very good. Fine buildings. I just really like the architecture. And this is also a really nice detail. When it rains, you get these reflections on the ground. And this game has really full ray tracing. Fantastic. Time to work on the brooches now. That will require then the silver mine, and we do have the silver deposit on this island. We got lots of mines for this. We do have a silver mine producing 2 tons per minute, and yeah, 2 tons per minute we can push out with 1 mountainside. Now we have the brooches already here with 1 ton, and in Veneta we do have also just 1 ton, so the amount is not that high. 1 silver mine could already supply my global population. Of course, just supplying them is never the option. We always want to have also a bit of a surplus. So let's go ahead and have this silver mine here in the mountains.
You here to see how the sausage is made?
And a second one, probably a bit further over here. There you go. Having also access right next to a warehouse. Alright, those 2. They will need, all of them need coal actually. So the Silver Forge and the Fibularium both need coal. We'll just see how that turns out. And we need a bit of a heavier industry zone. Yeah, I think we could just use this one where we already have the coal, the charcoal burner. So let's get the charcoal burner over. And then we have our Silver Forge. And this will be... Oh, wait a second. We need a lot of them for 4. Is this right? We need 8 Fibulariums. Wow. Okay. That would be, of course, twice the demand I have globally right now, but I still need to plan this. So it's gonna be a lot of forges. Let's have it here. I think we can squeeze in quite a few here. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna need 4 of the silver forges. Nah, I need one here, honestly. And then we really, really need a lot of these guys. More than I can handle space-wise. So here, it would make sense to drain the swamp now. And we do have it here, the drainage. Let's unlock us this. Because I really don't want to, you know, cut this one too much. That's fine, actually. All right. So I can use a bunch more here. And with that, I think we already get it. I could still add two more here, but we got now 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. So this is twice the global demand we have right now. So I'm hoping we're not going to need that much more. Of course, adding an officium here then, officium and the specialist makes sense to me. So let's just see how much space this one needs. Here. Very good. We could get this whole area here with 1. So this works out for me. Perfect. The silver mines work. Let's get the fibularium going, and then we can start with these here. I think we have everything for it. Let's start with 4. So half. Quite honestly, let's build all of them. We can afford it, right? Maintenance cost is not too high. And with that, I would like to upgrade my warehouse here. Oh, ransom demand. The Celts this time around 45,000. The way I'm looking. You know what? This time around I'm gonna pay it, but it's the last time that I'm not gonna pay it. It's too much money. Not gonna pay this one. Instead, we're gonna use my global trade that we have here and get me weapons over. In Veneta, gonna pick them up. We got lots of weapons. To build us up a big of a defense, right? She's only sending out the ships now. Is that a ship of her? No. It's hidden in the fog, I think, because the black symbol is a bit further away. So she doesn't have that many roaming around just yet. Oh, it's actually the green ones. Yeah, now they're pushing out, right? Should be fine until I get my weapons. Alright, one more thing. Let's go back to the straight route and also pick up in Veneta now, of course, our bridges and get them over to Latium. So this ship is now fully utilized. I might want to add a second one just to increase the quantity that we can push. Of course, also, we're gonna need a minimum for my consumer goods here. And since it's a low volume product, I'm gonna go with 10 as a minimum. Just so that we're not, you know, depleting the whole storage here. Now we're just waiting for the silver to really come in. There it is. Very good. Silver is coming out of it, and then the whole industry will start. Main problem will be coal. I'm gonna have another coal charcoal burner here for now, right? It's dirty though. Look at that. The radius is also huge on this one. And I will need to find new ways though of producing coal. Probably a specialist island just for that continuously burns down then. We'll just see how we do this. I'm also very happy how the Mercatos are looking now, right? Only the silver brooches are missing, and we could already push for tier 3 population now in here. So this was a lot of progress. I hope you enjoyed this one, as we're pushing now, yeah, slowly into mid-game, I'd say. Stay tuned.